All right, welcome back to another video. Today, Riley and I will be talking about one of the newer releases. Actually, came out a couple days ago. Where I Go. Um, Riley, do you have all the artists that are on this song pulled up so you
Um,
can say them all? Because there are like 4 or 5 artists on this song.
Nxworries, Anderson Paak, Her, and Knowledge. I don't know if Nxworries is supposed to be No Worries. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really listened to No Worries and Knowledge in the past. I'm familiar with their names, but I've never listened to them. Anderson Paak, obviously, I've listened to quite a bit of, especially more recently with like Silk Sonic and stuff. Been meaning to go back into him and deeper dive into a lot of his music. I think that would be an artist we'll do a bracket challenge on someday.
Yeah.
I think they're doing another Silk Sonic album and then going back their own routes, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And then Her, I mean, I've always been a pretty big fan of her. She's right up my alley, genre wise, so I have listened to quite a bit of her stuff.
Yeah. So, Riley, why don't you start off with your initial reactions? I started off last video, our reaction video, so
Fair,
I'll let
fair.
you start off.
I like the production on this song. I thought it was a little bit repetitive, but there were certain points where it did kind of live with the song. Like there were a couple spots where it cut out, where they added a couple instruments to add some emphasis on the lyrics. I thought that was pretty good, although overall it was pretty much looped for the most part
Hmm.
with some slight variation. So it wasn't my favorite production, but it had its moments that were really good. I like the vibes of it. It's really like smooth, slow. The harmonies between all of the different artists and everything go really well together, and I think they did a pretty good job on it. That being said, it's not like it doesn't stand out to me in any way. It just kind of is very middle of the road in a lot of ways. That being said, it's done really well, but I mean, it's just for me, it's a five. Like it's just average. Like that's not a bad thing, but they didn't do anything like special on it.
Yeah. I was gonna say the same thing about the beats. I mean, it's a good vibey song. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like if you're just trying to like, this is like a homework song almost. I don't know if that makes any sense. But like, you hear that the the guitar, I think it is, just in the background, and it's just slow and kind of groovy and everything. Um, Honestly, like first couple listens, I didn't even really listen to that much of the lyrics. I was listening more just to the beats.
It
It
just
really
kind of
takes,
falls away in a way the
yeah,
lyrics do.
yeah. And then the lyrics are kind of, I don't know, personally, they don't really fit the song. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like the lyrics don't necessarily give off the same vibes as the production.
I think the
Um,
chorus fits it, but yeah, I'd agree with like the verses and stuff like that feels a little bit
yeah.
off. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
So I don't know. And then it's just slower, it's nothing crazy fast or you know no, not really that upbeat and crazy. So it's a fine song. I was gonna give it a 4.5, but right, I
That
think we're
that's
basically on
fair.
the
Yeah.
same page. It's nothing crazy. um all the artists, I mean, I could tell there were different artists, but they all kind of blurred together as well.
Yeah. I do think that they all worked well together though. Like I think having four artists on a song can be really, really difficult to pull off.
Hmm.
And I think they did a good job of that. Like overall they did a good job on the song. It's just the idea itself wasn't great.
Yeah, so
That's what it comes down to. Execution, great. But
yeah, and then like I kind of, we can go down like kind of our list, like re-listenability. I don't know if that's up there for me. Um,
yeah, maybe like sometimes these sort of songs become sneaky where they kind of win in a lot of ways. Like Billie Eilish, for example, I listen to her a lot because of homework. When I
mhm.
want something to kind of disappear in the background, if there was a whole album like this, I could see that happening just because I usually listen to albums, not tracks. But yeah, I agree. The re-listenability is not huge for like typical re-listenability, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I thought it was just a average slash slightly below average, very slightly below average. I think the production's different, and it's easy to listen to, but it's also
Yeah.
catchy 100%. If that's what I have to say, I guess. So
Yeah, no, I'd back that.
So yeah. Any closing thoughts, Riley, before we
No, I
think
think
of
I
think
think
of
that's
another
really
song we
good.
have to listen to this week and react to?
We will be doing another reaction midweek this week on Quideka's new one, "Tell Me a Joke," I believe is what it was.
Yep.
Yeah, expect that to be out. We're gonna do it like this format, not like how we did our last Quideka reaction. If you watched that, um, yeah, we're learning. That was not a great video, so
No.
hopefully we do better this time.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we also have Joji's bracket challenge coming out um, later. So yeah, we should all be good.
Yeah, awesome,
More stuff to watch. So thanks for tuning in.
awesome. Deuces.